After his dominance as a senior in Tuscaloosa, Mac Jones earned a name for himself as one of the best prospects in the draft and is now in New England. So what's next?
Jones steps up, going deep again, man, out there again, it's Mechie, and he is gone again!
Out of Jacksonville, Florida, Mac was practically born a football player, and at the age of 5 began his football journey in Pop Warner. After years and years on the football field, Mac did his thing in high school, and so going into the next level, he was a high 3-star recruit, but not even a top 50 in a football state like Florida. Nonetheless, Mac gained interest from schools like Kentucky, ASU, Baylor, and BC, and initially committed to Kentucky, but flipped the script once Bama decided to give him a scholarship, and the rest is history. Going into Bama, Mac was an early enrollee, but because he was at such a powerhouse, he redshirted as a freshman with some solid talent in front of him in Tua and Jalen. In a season where he didn't get much playing time, it's less of a surprise that he was wrapped up in trouble, and in the middle of the season, Mac was driving under the influence, and as a result got suspended for the following game against LSU. I mean, would he have played it all? Likely no, but the DUI was at least a turning point for the rest of his career at Tuscaloosa. Even though Mac didn't get any actual regular season action, in the spring game Mac had himself a little day with nearly 300 yards and 2 touchdowns, so I guess that's cool. Going into his second year, Mac was once again behind some of the most talented players in all college football, so that year was mostly him just holding for special teams. Even with a limited chance to show how good he can be, Mac was able to break records with a 94-yard passing touchdown to Waddle that was the second longest in Bama history. What's funny is that 94-yard touchdown was more than half of his production in his second year, as he had only 123 yards and 1 touchdown the entire season. Once again, 2019 was shaping up to be more the same for Mac now that Tua was in complete control of the offense until...
Where's Mac Jones?
He's down, and Tua's down. His helmet came off.
With Tua down for the count and half a season to go, Mac was forced to step up and ended passing for just over 1,500 yards and 14 touchdowns in technically 11 games, but in reality he only played 4 actual games with 10 or more completions. The experience of getting to do his thing as a starter was pretty great for Mac going into 2020, and although he didn't have crazy high expectations, he exceeded pretty much all of them. The 2020 Crimson Tide unit was seemingly a perfect storm, from the dominance on the defense with stars like Patrick Surtain, to the killer running game with a star like Najee, and then to the phenomenal wide receiving core with Waddle and Smith. Bama was just absolutely insane. Even with the early Waddle injury against Tennessee, Mac Jones produced like no other as he fueled Devontae's Heisman season and an undefeated Bama team that ended with a title. Mac's 4,500 yards and 41 touchdowns were great, but even more so than that, his ridiculous 77.4 completion percentage and 203.1 QBR were NCAA records, and showed that Mac was by no means being carried by the team around him. With such a record-breaking season, it's not much of a surprise that he was a Heisman finalist, only behind Trevor Lawrence and his teammate in Devontae. In my opinion, I think he was the best quarterback in college football that season, but the fact that he was even in contention earned him some legit NFL interest. Many speculated that Mac could be going 3rd overall to the 49ers, but plans changed when they picked up Trey Lance, and Mac dropped to the 15th pick as he became a Patriot.
Select Mac Jones. Wow.
Not only was Mac one of the 5 quarterbacks taken in the first round, but one of 6 Bama boys, and upon that the first quarterback taken in the first round by New England since Drew Bledsoe in '93. If that doesn't prove that New England believes in Mac, then I don't know what will. But it brings about a weird situation as the team just re-signed Cam Newton to a $13 million one-year deal. What's weird is that Cam struggled in 2020, and now with Mac it seems like the Patriots are giving Cam Newton an ultimatum. You gotta play well or we're gonna replace you with this dude. Upon that, Cam has recently bruised his hand and has been through some injury stuff because of it. So with all the questions surrounding the 2021 season, it sure will be fun to see unfold. If I really had to guess what's next for Cam Newton and the Patriots in 2021, I would say that Super Cam is going to start off the season with a moderately short leash. Coming off his struggles in 2020, I think that New England is testing to see what Cam they're going to get in 21, and then work off of that. Although many see Mac getting much more playing time, I think it's really on Cam's shoulders to determine his destiny, and honestly Mac's, as Cam could earn another contract with stellar play and throw Mac into a very weird situation. Trying to predict how well Cam will do in 21 is like finding a needle in the haystack. Are we getting MVP Cam, or are we getting a Cam that is not the same player as he was nearly a decade ago? I don't really expect that MVP Cam or the Cam we got in 2020. Instead, I'm expecting just decent play that will get the Patriots by, but won't elevate the team a crazy amount. I could easily be wrong with the prediction, and I truly hope I am, and he tears up the league. I just want to speak my mind and just see what happens. I'm curious what you guys think about this, so comment who you think is going to do more in 2021, Cam or Mac. But anyways, it's quite a weird spot to be in if Cam plays like a Pro Bowler. With Cam likely heading the offense going into 21, Mac will have some time to adjust to the NFL just like he did in the NCAA as a freshman in Tuscaloosa. But hopefully this time it goes a bit different. I truly hope. Nonetheless, I think that Mac has the talent to produce in New England, and hopefully Jonnu Smith and the wide receivers on the roster step up and match what I think Mac will bring. In terms of a stat line, I think that Mac gets a few games of play and around 100 yards and a dozen or so touchdowns. But all this is really dependent on how much Cam does from the get-go. Anyways, I don't think that Cam will have even close to a rookie of the year season if Cam is decent. But being a quarterback is a lot about timing and taking advantage of the chances that you get. So if Cam can learn from a former Patriot in Tom, then once he gets in, he needs to show why he deserves to start and never look back. Mac Jones has been thrown into an interesting spot in New England, but he has the talent to dominate, so it's only a matter of time before he shows why he was a monster in Tuscaloosa.
Sets, gonna go deep, got a man, and got it! Complete! John Mechie! Touchdown!
Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, would be awesome if you could subscribe, like, and comment down below what videos you guys want next. But anyways, see you guys soon, and peace out.